make a hearty cornbread crust beef pie that is so delicious and perfect for these chilly winter days ahead of us is our very good friend and celebrity chef, Stuart O'Keeffe. Welcome back, Stuart.
Hi, thank you.
Welcome back. As you can see, when you're here, people fight for room at the counter.
I know, always.
Kimmy, Paige, and Maria are already digging in. Go ahead, get in there.
Kim tried to take my seat, but I fought her off.
Do you know what it is? It's like every time I come here, when you said like, you know, hearty, crusty, every time I come here, it's something hearty.
It's so delicious.
I guess it's like where I'm
comfort
from.
food. It's comfort food.
And there's always potatoes in it.
Yeah, you're
always.
very well. You're from Ireland, and you're very comforting to us, and that's why we like it. So this is a perfect weeknight meal for families. Why so?
It's just super easy to get. Like all the ingredients are at every store across the country. There's nothing you can find like beef, onions, tomatoes, nothing. It's nothing fancy, and you can just put it together and you get this beautiful dish at the right end.
And it's pretty quick, isn't it?
I think so.
Pretty quickly.
Yeah,
it's true. So we start with our browned beef. So you just browned it in a cast iron?
Yeah, so I browned the beef in a cast iron because you want all that nice flavor from the beef. You take it back out, and then we have like some of the oils and like the juices from the beef. We're going to add in our mirepoix, which is just fancy for carrot, celery, onion, right?
Now, do you use just regular white onion?
Regular white onion, just do a dice on everything. So carrot, celery, onion in there, okay? We're gonna add some sweet potatoes. I couldn't come on the show without potatoes. Like, I can't.
I mean,
the producers like emailed me like, could you put potatoes in there? So this is like we've changed the recipe for you guys.
I just like how you say potatoes.
Yeah, me too.
Say it one more time for me.
Potatoes.
There you go.
It's the same thing. It's
He's
just
gonna
like
make potato ice cream next time he comes.
So this is kind of like a shepherd's pie with a twist.
It is, yeah. I mean, shepherd's pie, usually you have peas in there, you know, with the onions and carrots and so forth. And, you know, I wanted to bring kind of like a heartiness to it. You know, it's the Winterfest, so sweet potatoes are good for you.
It's true.
Yeah, and you have a nice sweetness too. And that's going to go really nicely with the cornbread as well that we're going to put on the top at the very end.
Cornbread.
So now you add,
So
this is a
you
secret
want to
weapon.
cook those for about 5 minutes to kind of get some color on them, okay?
Tomato paste is a secret weapon for every single dish, and people will say, wow, this is so, it's just so hearty.
And it's the tomato paste.
It adds a really nice depth of flavor to any dish. One of my favorite ingredients, and ever since I moved to the States, is Old Bay seasoning. I love it. I'm not getting paid from them. I just really like this ingredient.
You must be from the South in another life.
So I'm just going to mix all that around, okay?
Okay. Oh, I love that you love Old Bay. That makes me so happy.
I do, because you know there's like 13 spices in that seasoning, and there's so much complexity to it. You don't have to buy like 10 herbs, and you're just like dun dun dun. It just, you know, I'm all about like simple, fast, easy, minimal ingredients. Some thyme, bay leaf in there as well. And now we're just going to add back in our beef.
Okay. See how quick this comes together? It's
I was just going to say.
And so far, this is easy. Like normal humans can do this.
And you're making it in one
pan.
Yeah, so you less cleanup.
Look, I love a cast iron pan anytime. Look, if you have a Dutch oven, use that, or casserole pan, it'll work in that too. That's really nice as well. So now we have our whole peeled tomatoes.
I also appreciate that you're using whole peeled tomatoes.
Yeah.
Why do you like to use the whole peeled tomato?
The whole peeled tomato is like throughout the process, you know, when tomatoes in cans are like processed, right? And you want to buy like a nice kind of product when you're at the store. The whole have not been, no chemicals have been added to them. If you have the dice, there's something called calcium chloride. It gets sciencey, I know, but when it's perfectly diced, that chemical holds the dice perfectly in the can. So then it never really breaks down in the cooking process. It'll always be kind of chunky.
See, I would never know that.
That's interesting.
So this is the reason the whole put it in there, it'll melt away and become a beautiful sauce.
So then how long do we let this come together?
So I would add about half a cup of water in here too, and then you're going to simmer it for about 10-15 minutes until it becomes nice and thick like this.
And where it has come. And now I mean, you could stop right there and eat
Debbie said something to me before we started this, like, you could just eat this with some like rice.
I would just eat it like that.
Yeah, it's beautiful. But if you're going to add cornbread on top, why wouldn't you do that? So then we add this beautiful cornbread mixture that
so it's just like box cornbread mix, follow the instructions, make the mix, and we're just gonna pour it right in.
And I appreciate that because coming off the holidays, we've done so much cooking, so you don't have to make your homemade cornbread, just buy the box, follow the instructions.
idea.
Wow.
And then we pop that in the oven for how long?
So you pop that in the oven at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes, but check it at about 15. Use a toothpick and
Uncovered?
uncovered. It's gonna go right in.
400, you said?
400 degrees, a nice hot temperature because you just want it to just like brown really fast.
Yummy.
It is so good.
And what it'll do is, as well, it'll start.
Oh, beautiful.
It'll start to soften up
Stuart.
the sweet potatoes as well.
I'd love to
ready for
ask you
this?
about your recent trip back home for the holidays in Ireland. How was that for you?
Yeah, it was. You know what? It was so good. I haven't been home to Ireland at Christmas for about, I think it's like 4 years now. There's no reason. It's just, you know, I go home like in the summertime or like around Halloween. I'll usually go home, and now there's like nieces and nephews, so it's like, you know, the parents are on the phone demanding I come home for Christmas. So
You can be with the family.
yeah,
I know there's a
Man, you gotta
tractor
do it.
festival.
we had a tractor festival in our hometown.
Absolutely delicious, Stuart. Thank you so much.
Fun.
We love having you here. Go ahead, Deb. See? You see what we've been enjoying?
Oh, it's so good.
Exactly. The full recipe, everybody,
cornbread.
available on hallmarkchannel.com.
That is cozy.
And for more delicious dishes from Stuart, visit tastybites.net. Thank you again,
That's amazing.
Stuart.